The foreign ministers of the G7 major democracies called on all parties involved in the current conflict in the Middle East to avoid actions that could lead to an escalation. In fact, the G7 ministers have expressed strong concern about the recent events that could lead to a wider regional spread of the crisis, starting with Lebanon. This is what an official statement says, as tensions heightened in the Middle East, with the US actually moving warships to the region to defend Israel if Iran attacks, while several Western governments urgently told their citizens to leave Lebanon as Hezbollah launched a barrage of strikes targeting Israel. France warned of a highly volatile situation following last week's Israeli airstrike on a Beirut building that killed a Hezbollah commander, Fouad Shukr. And hours later, Hamas political leader Ismail Haniyeh was assassinated as per Gaza in Tehran in a killing that Iran blamed on Israel. Now, while India has put out travel advisories, as we have extensively covered, the United States, France, Canada and Britain all told their citizens to leave Lebanon, and neighboring Jordan also did so. Several airlines, meanwhile, have suspended or curtailed service to the region. But the White House maintains that their goal is de-escalation and deterrence, further adding that their goal is to defend Israel. It's the defense of Israel. For further clarity, we have with us Voice of America's Linda Gradstein. Thanks so much, Linda, for making time for us on the World 24/7. What are you picking up on in terms of retaliation from Iran? Will there be a collective strike from all of the proxies of Iran in the Middle East? Anything you're picking up on at the moment?
Well, first of all, there's a lot of tension and everybody is kind of expecting it any moment. The latest kind of rumors going around is that it's going to happen on Monday. I don't know what that's based on, but the sense is that it's going to be both Iran itself, which, does raise the level of the response significantly, and its proxies as well, meaning Hezbollah, the Houthis in Yemen, and maybe Iraq as well. And so, there's a lot of kind of threats and counter threats going on. Iran is threatening that it will respond. And Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu a few minutes ago just said, well, if Iran responds, we'll hit back even harder. So there is a lot of tension, but the expectation is that it's likely to be both Iran itself and its proxies.
But Jordan, one of Israel's key allies, has sent its foreign minister to Tehran. And actually reports suggest that Iran has refused for any negotiations as far as retaliation is concerned. Has there been a response to this yet, Linda?
Well, I think, Israel feels that the assassination of Ismail Haniyeh was, it sort of brought back some of Israeli deterrence, which has been really destroyed on October 7th when 3,000, Hamas gunmen just kind of came into Israel, took over some of these kibbutzim, these communities, killed 1,200 people. So there was a sense that Israelis were feeling very insecure. And I think have that assassination, even though they knew that there's likely to be an Iranian response, I think made Israelis feel that Israel still has intelligence capabilities, still has technological capabilities. I'm not sure what it does in terms of Israel's goal to get rid of Hamas as a military power, because Haniyeh will be replaced, but at the same time, Israel has repeatedly vowed that they will get to everyone who was involved in the October 7th attack. And at this point, the only one still alive, apparently, is Yahya Sinwar, the head of Hamas, who's somewhere in a tunnel, supposedly. So I think that, people are nervous, but they feel that Israel can, fight back against any Iranian strike. There's a sense that nobody wants a full-scale war, not Iran, not Israel, not Hezbollah, not Lebanon, not the United States. So the question is just going to be, is it going to be a kind of response? We saw this in April when Israel killed several Revolutionary Guard people, and then Iran fired 300 missiles at Israel, which were shot down by both Israel, the United States, Jordan, Saudi Arabia. So the question is that going to happen again? Is there still that international coalition? And that's what's not clear.
Well, crucial